I forgot to record. I'm just recording. Yeah. So paid full hour, even if we work for a fraction of an hour. Find the least cost allocation for the following data. So they gave the 5 typists and their rates. Okay, the cost, how much they are charging. Like typist A is charging ₹5 per hour, and number of pages he can type in an hour are 12. So like that they gave clearly. And the job, there are 5 jobs, PQRST, and number of pages. That means in each job there are certain number of pages which are to be typed. So that is what is assigned to them. So now using this, we need to do assignment problem by allocating the best possible job to the best typist. That is our job. But if you see, the cost matrix is not given to us directly. Okay, so in such kind of scenario, what are we supposed to do? As it is given indirectly, we can assume our basic, if you remember our school, basic mathematics logics, a person, if I'm speaking about typist A, okay. Yeah, if we are speaking about typist A, what is he's taking ₹5 for 12 pages. And if there is a job, try to see, girls, how I constructed this matrix. I'm just trying to give you that explanation. So now if he's taking 5 pages, he's taking ₹5 he's taking for 12 pages. How much if it is job P? There are 199. If it is a combination of A, P, I'm speaking about. If a typist A is supposed to do job P, in P there are 199 pages which are to be typed. So how much he will be charging for 199 pages? Simple logic. So where if I take 199 divided by 12 into 5 gives us 83. You can see that. Okay, girls. So like that same way, if I take the combination of AQ, if I take the combination of AQ, as typist charge will not change, the job Q, it is having a capacity of 175 pages. So it is 175 divided by 12 into 5, which gives you 73. So that is how for each cell in that particular matrix, we need to calculate the cost based on the job and based on the typist and try to fill the matrix. Okay, most probably this complicated problem you will not get. Excuse me, girls. Your seniors are writing online exam today, first external exam on online. So today, so that's how they will be calling me for doubts and any problem in the technical part. So that's the reason I interrupted. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so that is how we constructed the body of the matrix. So most probably they will not give this directly. The matrix will be given to you. In worst cases only, they will try to avoid, they'll try to give these kind of scenarios. So most probably the matrix will be directly given. No need to worry. So let us see. So now you have the matrix. Our first step as per Hungarian method is, first I need to check whether my rows are equal to columns. So this particular principle is satisfied. Yeah. Now my next step is I need to create row reduced matrix as well as column reduced matrix. So shall we start doing that? Yeah. Hope everyone are listening to my class.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Girls, there is no
Yes,
Wi-Fi.
ma'am.
Girls, there is no Wi-Fi at my home right now because I shifted. So it takes me some time. I'm just recording the videos for time being. I may not upload the videos on YouTube immediately. I'll take some time for that. Okay, maybe give me 20 days time at least. I can't predict when I'll get Wi-Fi. Okay, so that is the thing I just wanted to update you. So first we will go with row reduced matrix. So row reduced matrix, P, Q, R, S, and T, A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so now simple, pick the minimum one according to our current scenario. The minimum value is 60. So when we subtract 60 from all the values, it is 23, 13, 0, 64, and 14. The next in the next column row, the lowest value is 62. When we subtract 62 from that respective values, 23, 13, 0, 66, and 14. The next lowest value is 54. So when we subtract, it is 21, 12, 0, 58, and 13. The next smallest value is 58 in the fourth row. So when we subtract that, it is 22, 22, 12, 0, 61, and 13. And the next smallest value is 53. So there are 19, 11, 0, 55, and 12. So this is row reduced matrix. Okay, now we are not going to continue with this. We are going to take column reduced matrix even to further proceed. So we are going to do that. A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so now if I keep this way, so now if you see by next column reduced matrix, so first column, the smallest value is 19. So there are 4, 4, 2, 3, and 0. The next smallest value is 11. So 2, 2, 1, 1, 0. The next smallest, all are zeros, so no change in this particular column. The next column, the smallest value is 55. So it is 9, 11, 3, 6, and 0. The next smallest value is 12. So 2, 2, 1, 1, and 0. So this is how we got we got the column reduced matrix, girls. So now on this we need to, I hope you all can see the board clearly. On this we need to apply Hungarian method of assigning. So simple, again remember your steps. First we need to go row wise and then column wise. So when I'm going row wise, if there is a single zero, assign it. If there are multiple zeros, just ignore it. So as I have single zero in the first row, I'm just assigning. In the corresponding column, if you have any zeros, cross them off. Am I clear with step 1? Yeah. Now go to the second row.
Yes, ma'am.
Third row, there is no zero. Fourth row, there is no zero. Fifth row, there is no zero. Now row wise, all rows are done. Now go column wise. Okay, when I go to the column, first column I have a single zero. Immediately after assigning the corresponding row zeros, cross them off. Second column, no. Third column, I already have an assignment. Fourth column, no. And fifth column also, I don't have any zeros. Now when I am done with this step, if I look at my matrix, the scenario is, in my matrix, the zeros are either boxed or crossed. There is no zero which is uncovered. So what is my next step? Obviously, I need to check whether my rows are equal to assignments. As per this, my rows are not equal to assignments. So I need to check for the optimality. So in order to check for the optimality, pay attention. Go to the row where there is no assignment. Okay, go to the row where there is no assignment. So now if you see, my second row is not have. First row there is an assignment, so ignore. Second row there is no assignment. Wherever there is no assignment, I'm just making a tick. Okay. After ticking this particular row, check for zero. Wherever there is a crossed zero, tick that particular column. Am I clear, girls? I first marked a row where there is no assignment. After marking this particular row, I just went to the zero. Wherever that zero in whichever column is there, I marked that particular column. after in this marked column, wherever there is an assigned 0, okay, wherever there is an assigned 0, I am marking that particular row. So this is how one row process is done. I started with a row, one loop is done, I completed a loop. Now again, first row, as there is an assignment, I ignored in my earlier stage. Second row, there is no assignment, I marked it. Now in third row, do I have an assignment? Obviously, no, because in third row also I don't have an assignment. I need to tick that particular row. Again, from this, go for a 0, a crossed 0, wherever you are identifying a crossed 0. So pick the crossed 0. So wherever that 0 is there, mark that particular column which is already marked. And in the marked column, wherever there is an assignment, mark that particular row which is already done. Okay. Now again, I'll go to the next row, fourth row. There is no assignment. So obviously, mark the fourth row. When I marked this fourth row, again I identified 0, crossed 0 in that particular marked row. I'll just pick the tick that particular column. Already that column is ticked, okay, because all crossed zeros are in the same column. Again, I'll just go for that assignment 0. Wherever that assignment 0 is there, I'll mark that particular row. Now come to the fifth row. Fifth row is having an assignment, so I can't mark it. Now after this, what is my step? Draw a straight line through unmarked rows and marked column. Draw a straight line through unmarked rows and marked. All my 4 rows are marked. So obviously there is only one row which is unmarked. So draw a straight line through unmarked rows and only one column is marked. So now what did I say again? I'll try to remind you. When all these, when the lines are drawn, when the straight lines are drawn, check for the uncovered area. If there is 0, then your problem is wrong. If there is no 0, you're going on a right path. Okay. So now as per my particular process, there is no 0 in the uncovered area and the lowest value in the uncovered area, name it as K. So K is equal to 1. So this is what we came to know from this particular matrix after constructing after applying all the Hungarian method techniques. Now we will again create the new matrix using our rule. Wherever there is single line, the value remains unchanged. Wherever there is no line, okay, we are going to subtract the K value. Wherever there are 2 lines, we are going to add K value. So that is what, using these steps, we try to create a new matrix. Okay. So this is how we got. Now the uncovered K, you remember K is equal to 1. So the uncovered area you need to subtract. So it is 3, 1, 0. This particular cell is having a single line. So it remains unchanged. 0 will be 0 as it is. 9 minus 1, 8. 2 minus 1, it is 1. Now next, go to second row, the uncovered area. 4 minus 1, 3. 2 minus 1, 1. 0 is covered with single line, so it remains unchanged. 11 minus 1, 10. 2 minus 1, 1. Now come to the third row. 1 minus 1, 1. Sorry, 2 minus 1, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 0 is again uncovered, so I mean with single line. 2 and 0. Fourth row. 2, 0, 0, 5 and 0. Now fifth row, single line, 0, 0. When you see combination of E and R, it is covered with 2 lines. So wherever there are 2 lines, you need to add. So 0 plus 1, it is 1, 0 and 0. So this is how we created the new matrix when we are not able to identify what is the optimal solution. Okay, so now here again you go row wise, again start your Hungarian method algorithm. Okay girls, maybe it is not visible. Okay, try to use the Hungarian method algorithm. So using that algorithm, row wise, first row single 0, make an assignment. Immediately corresponding column zeros, cross them off. Okay girls, clear? Then go to the second row. We don't have any 0. Third row, multiple zeros. Fourth row, multiple zeros. Fifth row, multiple zeros. Now come column wise. First column, single 0, make an assignment. Immediately the corresponding row zeros, cross them off. Okay, fine. Now second row, second column, multiple zeros. Third column, there is an assignment. Fourth column, no zero. Fifth column, multiple zeros. Now, after this, girls, what happened? We saw there are zeros which are uncovered. Either they are neither boxed nor crossed. But you see, girls, this is one important step. When this kind of scenario comes, if you see zeros are at 4 corners, can I take this as a rectangle? Can I consider this? Can I consider this small area as a rectangle? 4 zeros are at 4 corners of a rectangle or 4 corners of a square. If this kind of scenario exists, if this kind of scenario comes, obviously it comes in an assignment problem, any 2 corners you can assign, any 2 corners or any 2 opposite corners you can assign, and the remaining zeros you can cross them off. Like I'm assigning these 2 corners and I'm crossing the other 2 corners. Any 2 opposite corners we can assign, and the other opposite corners I'm just going to cross them off. Am I clear with this, girls? Now after this step, are there any zeros which are remaining? Are you all clear with this step, girls? You want me to repeat?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear, or I need to repeat?
Clear, ma'am.
Once
Clear,
repeat,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Girls, now what happened? When we completed the process of row-wise and column-wise assigning, there are 4 zeros which are remained and which are uncovered. Okay, so when I see the positions of 4 zeros, they are forming a rectangle. Okay, they're forming a rectangle. That means they're at equal distance from each other. So in such kind of scenario, opposite zeros you can assign, and other opposite corners of a rectangle you can assign, and the other opposite zeros of the same corner which are not assigned, you can cross them. So that is how I assigned these 2 corners, opposite corners, and I'm crossing the other opposite corner zeros. As I told you, Sudoku, there must be only one assignment, row wise and column wise. The other zeros must be crossed. So that is the same logic we are applying here. When you practice more these kind of problems, it will be more easy for you. Okay, now after applying all this step also, now when you see the matrix, there are zeros either covered or boxed, but there are no zeros which are uncovered. That means we can't proceed further. So at this we come to conclusion, our rows are not equal to assignments. There are 5 rows, but there are only 4 assignments. Okay, so in that scenario, again we need to check the optimality. Go to a row where there is no assignment. Now according to us, our second row is not having any assignment, so tick that particular row. In that particular marked row, check for 0. 0 is in 3rd column, so mark that 3rd column. In the marked column, check for assigned 0. Assigned 0 is in 1st row, so mark that particular row. Understood? And if you see, 1st row I have an assignment, 2nd row, 3rd row, second row there is no assignment, 3rd row is there is an assignment, 4th I have an assignment, and 5th I have an assignment. So there is only 1 row where there is no assignment. So with this I can complete the step. Okay, so now when I am done with this, I'll draw a straight line through unmarked rows. I'll draw a straight line through unmarked rows and marked column. Again you check the uncovered area must not contain 0. As my uncovered area is not having any 0, okay, I can conclude that my problem is correct till now, whatever I have done. And now again I'll proceed with the next step. Again I need to create a new matrix with new k value. So my new matrix is so the smallest value in the uncovered area is k is equal to 1. Again repeat the same thing. where there is no line, subtract it. Where there are two lines, add it. And where there is single line, just no addition, no subtraction. So 3 minus 1, 2, 0, 0, 7 and 0, 2, 0, 0, 9 and 0, 1, 0. Here it is covered by two lines. Okay, so it is 1, 2 and 0 and 2, 0. Again there is an intersection here, so it is 1, 5 and 0. Then again 0, 0, 2. There is an intersection here, so that's how I'm adding 0 and 0. So this is how we got the new matrix. Again what are we supposed to do after we got the new matrix? We need to start assigning it. Okay, so again do the same process. Start working on the assignment. So first row no single zero, second row no single zero, third row no, fourth row no, fifth row no. But when I see first column, I have a single zero. So immediately assign and the corresponding row zeros, cross them off. Now I can't go, if I go in this way, nowhere I'm having zeros. But you can see the zeros are at, this I can say there is one square which is formed by the zeros, and this is one. There are so many things, like I'll just show you one thing, one loop. This is one loop, this is one bigger rectangle, this is one small square, and this is one more rectangle, and this is a big rectangle. So this is how all zeros are at some corners of either a rectangle or a square. So when we actually start assigning it, so there is only, okay, first I am just taking these, I'll take this one rectangle, girls, first, okay, because they are at four corners and there are no assignments in that region. So obviously the opposite corners, earlier I took these two corners, no, I took these two corners in the previous example. Now I'll just take these two corners. We will see how the answer varies. So this one I am assigning and this one I am assigning, and wherever there is an assignment, the corresponding row, column zeros, you cross them off. So as I took this assignment, the column and the row zeros, I crossed them, I just crossed them off. Okay. Similarly, this I made an assignment, the corresponding row and column zeros we need to cross. Okay, girls. So now one row wise, column wise, and one, a rectangle corners are assigned. So now after this, still there are zeros which are uncovered. Again, what I'll do, I'll start my process, row wise and column wise, we will go. So when I see this first row, though there are multiple zeros, we completed one iteration. After one iteration, I'm not going to consider these crossed zeros as zeros. I'll just ignore them. So now, as if I see in this particular row, there is only single zero is what we need to understand. I'll make an assignment because after one iteration is done, girls. It is not in the first iteration. It is my second iteration, and the corresponding column zeros, I'm crossing them off. So now, when I'm arriving at this particular step, how many we have? Again, if I see, my rows are not equal to assignments. Okay, again repeat the same process. Still we didn't reach our optimality. So first row there is an assignment, third we have an assignment, fourth we have an assignment, fifth also we have an assignment. So only second row we don't have an assignment. See, you need to mark that particular row. But if you see in this marked row, there are three zeros. Three zeros. Till now we are only getting only 1 0 in each row, marked row. 3 zeros, so 3 columns will be marked immediately. Simple. Wherever there is 0, we need to mark that respective column. So in this 0, I mark that column, 0, I mark that column. In this 0, I also mark that column. So from this marked column, go for an assignment. There is an assignment for D, call a D row, I marked that particular row. In this column, there is go for an assigned 0, that respective row, you mark it off. In this column, go for an assigned 0 and mark that particular column. Done. So this is how draw a straight line through unmarked rows and marked columns. When I completed this, again check your body of the matrix. If you see in the uncovered area, there is no 0. Again, that means we did correct process. So the smallest value will be, so k is equal to 1. Again, same thing, you again start, again create the new matrix. So let us see, hopefully this new matrix at least must give us the solution. Vasundhara, quickly take attendance. There are 43 girls.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so now k is 1. So I'm just again applying 2 minus 1, it is 1, 0, 0, 6 and 0. 1, 0, 0, 8 and 0. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. D, 2 no, 2 minus 1, 1, 0, 1, 4 and 0. Okay. E row 0. There is a combination 1, I mean intersection 3, 0 and 1. So this is how we got the new matrix. Again, we need to apply our same old logic of assignments. Yeah, okay, go first row no 0, second row no single 0, third row no single 0, fourth row no, and fifth row no. First column no single 0, second column no. We have in fourth column single 0, make an assignment, cross the corresponding row zeros and column zeros. Now again, if I go, now one iteration is done, girls. Row wise is done and column wise is done. So in this scenario, you can ignore the crossed zeros. Now come to the, again row wise, if I am doing second iteration, it is iteration 2. Row wise, no single 0, no and no. When I come to first column, I have 2 zeros, but one is crossed. As I told you, it is second iteration. In this scenario, I can ignore and I can assign this, and the corresponding row zeros and column zeros, I can cross them off. Okay. So now after this iteration, what are all remaining for us? If you see, 2 iterations are done, but there are multiple zeros which are at the corners. In this kind of scenario, you need to clearly and properly assign. Now, if you see, I'll just mark with the red pen. These are the 4 corners we have, one thing, and these are the 4 corners we have. Yes or no? These are the ones, one small square is there and one big square is there. So we will just take a bigger square. I'll just take these 4 corners. I'll just take these 4 corners to make an assignment. Okay. So the opposite, and there is also a rectangle if you see within this. There are 2 rectangles and all. So better we will just take 4 corners. So I'll just take these 2 corners first, this one and this one. So immediately after assignment, the corresponding row and column zeros, you need to cross them off. Similarly for this also. And after this, there is only 1 0 which is uncovered. So when this 0 is there, check row wise and column wise. Do I have any assignment in that respective row column? Obviously, no. So because I don't have any assignment in that respective row and column, I can just assign this. Understood, girls? So with this, I think we concluded we came to solution. Our rows are equal to assignments. Girls, are you clear? Now you need to practice this problem so that you need to be perfect in assigning everything. So with this, we got all the assignments. Our rows are equal to assignments. My solution is A. I mean, these are, I think they are typists, and Q is, I mean, a PQRST are jobs. A typist is, job Q is assigned to A. R job is assigned to B. P job is assigned to C. And T job is assigned to D. And S job is assigned to E. So this is how we got the assignments, and when I total them, A to T, sorry, A to Q, it is 73. Girls, the problem which I shared and these assignments, I just took the other opposites to just show you the sample. One solution I already gave you. If I take another two corners, I took these two corners. In the solution what I solved, I took these two corners. Either of the ways we can take them. So we'll see how the answer vary. So B is to R, which is 62, and C is to P, which is 75, and D is to T, which is 71, and E is to S, which is 108. So this is how, when I total them up, 8, 9, 14, 15, 16, and 19. So 19, 8, 14, 14 plus 7, 21, 28. So
389.
389. So in either of the ways, whatever problem I solved, the cost is 389 only. Here also it is 389. So this is one example. So now girls, the call ends. My class is again at 12 o'clock. Join back using the same link at 12 o'clock. Vasundhara, meanwhile you share me the attendance. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Someone is asking if they doesn't form rectangle. If they doesn't form rectangle, repeat the iterations. Row wise iteration, column wise iteration, row wise iteration, column wise iteration until all your zeros. There must be no zero which is uncovered. Until all your zeros are done, you need to repeat the iteration. That's it. You will understand more clearly when you practice it well. Okay? Okay, girls, we'll meet again at 12 o'clock. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So our fourth problem consists of 4 territories and 4 salesmen available for an assignment. The territories are not equally rich in their sales potential. It is estimated the typical salesman operating in each territory would bring them the following annual sales. So also the 4 salesmen differ in their abilities, and their ability proportions are given for us. There are 4 salesmen and 4 abilities are given. If the criterion is maximum expected total sales, the intuitive answer is to assign the best salesman to the richest territory, the next best salesman to the second richest territory. So verify this answer by using assignment technique. So this is what is given to us. So they didn't give us matrix. We are supposed to construct the matrix. There we stopped the other day. So if you see, they gave us 4 territories and their annual sales are given. They are in thousands of rupees. So I just took those 1000 as common. Okay. So 1000 as common, and I just wrote those values without thousands. And there are also 4 salesmen and their abilities. Proportion is given. Because it is proportion, I just added that value. So simple. How did I get this constructed? This matrix is, now if I say take the combination of 1 and A. If I take the combination of salesman, territory 1 and salesman A, it is like annual sales 120 and the proportion of them is 7 into 21. Am I correct? Sorry. I'll just tell you the logic. This proportion of this annual sales, salesman proportion is only 7. Out of the total proportion is 21. So when I do this, I'll get 42. Same way, if I take A and 2, okay, the annual sales will be same. So A and 2, no. So 105 will be the annual sales, and A as the salesman is A only, 7 divided by 21. So when I take this combination, I'll get 35. So this is how, using this logic, we just constructed. If I take A3, okay, 84 into the proportion is, proportion of A is 7 divided by 21. So this is for A. Similarly, if I take girls, okay. Excuse me for a moment, I'll bring. Okay, so now the maximization case is converted into minimization case. Okay, so in how we are converting it, because it is annual sale, the assignment problem is exclusively showing the most optimal minimum value, optimum minimum cost or optimum minimum distance. So because it is assignment is exclusively for minimization case, first we need to convert this maximized annual sales into a minimization case. How? We just pick the maximum value in the matrix. We just pick the maximum value in the matrix, okay, and subtract all the values from that maximum value. So your maximization problem is converted into minimization problem, but this will be your cost matrix. So that you don't forget. This will be obviously your cost matrix. So this is how we convert it into a minimization case. Now, any doubt in this? You all remember this step? The other day we discussed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
ma'am.
proceeding further. Now I need to convert into row reduced matrix and then to column reduced matrix. That is the reason my column reduced matrix is a bit different, because I didn't apply row reduced operation. So this is maximized is converted into minimized, and from on minimized we are applying row reduced matrix. That is the step flow. So try to understand that. So when it is row reduced matrix, so first row as it is having 0, it remains unchanged. Second row, when I go, the smallest value is 12, so 0, 5, 10, and 15. Okay, and then next smallest value is obviously 12 again, so 10 and 15. The fourth, in fourth row, the smallest value is 18, 0, 4, 8, and 12. Okay, so this is how our row reduced matrix. On this, we need to apply column reduced matrix. Or I'll just do this. On this, we need to apply column reduced matrix. So pick the smallest value in each column. First column, as they are all zeros, no change, it remains unchanged. Come to the second column, the smallest value is 4. Now if you see, in the first row, it is single zero. So I made an assignment and the corresponding column zeros. We just crossed them off. Second row, no zero. Third row, no zero. Fourth row also multiple zeros. Now come to first column, there is an assignment, ignore it. Second column, there is no assignment. Okay, but single zero, yes, and corresponding row zeros, cross them off. Now third and fourth column. Now when I see this particular matrix, there are no zeros which are uncovered. So immediately what I try to do, I'll apply my optimality. So I'll mark the rows where there is, mark a row where there is no assignment. So second row, there is no assignment. In the second marked row, check for the zero which is crossed, mark that respective column. Okay, mark that respective column. So in the marked column, check for an assigned zero and mark that respective row. So this is how one loop is done. Again, I'll repeat. Even third row also, there is no assignment, mark the third row. In third row, check for zero. Wherever zero is there, mark that respective column. And in the marked column, wherever there is an assigned zero, mark that respective row. So this is how it is a continuous process. Now, no more all the rows where there is no assignment, we are done with marking. Now, draw a straight line through unmarked rows. Draw a straight line through unmarked rows, and marked column is what according to your algorithm. Now immediately after doing this particular step, just first check the uncovered area. If there is a zero element, your process is wrong. Now as per this particular matrix, the smallest value is 1. So your k is equal to 1 as per this particular matrix. K is equal to 1. So now after this, again we'll just try some again our optimality. Okay, so now as k is equal to 1, again I'm repeating, wherever there is no line, subtract k from that value. Wherever there is one line, the value remains unchanged. Wherever there are two lines, okay, we are supposed to add k there. So that is what I'm just trying to do. 2, 5 and 8. 0, 0, 1 and 2. 0, 0, 1 and 2. And then 1, 0, 0 and 0. So this is how after applying this particular rule, again start making assignments, girls. First row single zero, make an assignment and the corresponding column zeros, cross them off. Okay. Second row, multiple zeros are there, ignore. As it is first iteration, I cannot consider crossed zero as null value. Then third row, multiple zeros. Fourth row, multiple zeros. Come column wise. First row, first column, there is an assignment. Second column, multiple zeros. If I come to third column, there is a single zero. So corresponding row zeros, cross them off. Okay. Now again I'll come to, then with this one row operation, one column operation is done, girls. Then I try to call it to be as one iteration is done. Okay. When one iteration is done, I'll again start again row wise. When I come row wise, first row there is an assignment, ignore. When I come to the second row, what happened? There is a crossed zero and there is an uncovered zero. Now under second iteration, I can consider this zero is not as a zero, and this I can make an assignment. The uncovered one I can make an assignment, and the corresponding column I'm just crossing them off. Okay, girls. Now after this, do I have any zeros left out? I mean to say any zero which is uncovered? No. So further I can't proceed. I'll again apply for the optimality. I'll mark a row where there is no assignment. So my third row is not having an assignment. Now in this marked row, there are two zeros. We can see there are two zeros. So mark the two columns. Immediately mark those two columns. So from this marked column, for first column, wherever there is an assignment, mark that respective row. For second column, wherever there is an assignment, mark the respective row. Okay, I think we are done with this. Again, draw a straight line through unmarked row and mark columns. Okay, now if you see the uncovered area is not having zero, so again our process is correct. So make the smallest value as k. So as per this matrix, smallest k is equal to 1. Again start constructing the new matrix until you get an optimal solution. So same logic, wherever there is single line, no change in value. Wherever there is double line, we are going to add the value. Wherever there is no line, I'm just going to subtract the k value. So 0, 2, and subtraction 4 and 7. 0, 0, subtraction 0 and 1. 0, 0, subtract 0 and 1. And here 2 lines are there, add value. 2 lines are there, add value. 0 and 0. Any doubt? Did someone ask me something? Okay, now again go consider assignments. First row single 0, make an assignment. Corresponding column zeros, cross them off. Second row no scope, third row no scope, fourth row no scope. Now come column wise. First column, second column, third column, fourth column there is a single 0, cross the corresponding zeros. Now if you see what is remaining, a square is remaining, right? A square, any 2 corners I can assign, the other 2 corners I can cross them. I am assigning these 2, I am crossing the opposites. 2 opposites I assign and the other 2 opposites I am crossing. Now if you see, my there are no zeros which are left out. First step, my rows are equal to assignments. Second step, hence optimal. Now how I will write the solution? A is assigned to 1, B is assigned to 2, C is assigned to 3, I mean territory C is assigned to third salesman, like that. D is assigned to 4. Now go to your maximized matrix, which I called it to be a cost matrix. You need to consider that. Okay. So now if you see A1, it is 42. The annual sales we are speaking about. And B2, it is 25. C3, it is 20. And D4, it is 12. So this is how, if I add them up, 99,000. You remember, I just make a common value, thousands. I removed all, I wrote them only in the, I ignored thousands and I wrote the value. So that is how 99,000 is the total maximum sales with the 4 salesmen they can generate. Okay, girls? Any doubt in this problem? Any doubt in this problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Vasundhara, take what is the time? Okay, I'll just how much time? Even I don't know. Yeah. So see this. There are there are 5 territories and there are only 4 salesmen. So now again same way, the best salesman to be assigned to the best territory, and we also need to prove which territory is, okay, I have only 10 minutes, which territory is uncovered. Okay. Vasundhara, take attendance, no? Is Vasundhara present today?
Yes, ma'am. I had already taken the attendance.
Okay, okay, thank you. Girls, you can simultaneously copy this matrix while I am writing, because, or so girls, this is the matrix which is given. First, what is our first step as per our algorithm? We need to check whether our rows are equal to columns. But here, if you see, our rows are not equal to columns. There are 4 rows, but 5 columns. So simple, whichever, if row is less, insert a dummy row. If column is less, insert a dummy column. So as per our case, as we have rows, less rows in comparison with columns, I'll insert a dummy row. Okay. So dummy row, simple, very easy. I hope it is just, you can name it as E. As per my order, I'm naming the row as E. All the values will be 0 in that particular dummy row. That's it. That is the only thing. This is how you're going to balance. Now, if you see my balanced matrix after inserting a dummy row column is rows are equal to columns. Now I can proceed with the assignment. So now what is our first step? Again, our process remains the same. Row reduced matrix. So when I do row reduced matrix, same process, nothing changed. Only inserting, the first step only modifies. The rest all is same. So row reduced matrix, when I apply, as in the first row, the smallest value is 70. So 5, 10, 15, 0, and 20. So this is how the first row is modified. In the second row, the smallest value is 71. So it is 20, 0, 11, I think so. 82 minus, yeah, 11, and 4, and 14. So this is how my second row. Now my third row, 78 is the smallest value, so it is 0, 12, what is it, 78 minus 85? Okay,
7, ma'am.
2 and 2. Now come to the next one. 65 is the smallest value. So 0, 10, and again 65. Certain times easy things will not come. 23 and 20 and 25 or 35? 35. Check it out, girls. 90 minus, okay, 25.
25, ma'am.
The last one is dummy. All values are 0, so no change in that particular row. Now, if you see column wise, girls, in each column I have a 0. So my row reduced is also nothing but the column reduced. If I go to first column, girls, 0 as it, so the this first column will remain unchanged. Second column I have a 0, it remains unchanged. Third column it has 0, unchanged. Fourth column, fifth column. So because of this, you can just write in exam also, you can just write as my row reduced and column reduced both are same. They remain unchanged, you can just write and you can proceed in exam as well. Girls, if your call ends, I have only 5 minutes. If your call ends, immediately join with the same link. Now I am starting assignments. Okay. So first row, single 0, make an assignment and the corresponding column zeros, cross them. Second row, there is single 0, make an assignment and the corresponding zeros, cross them. Third row, there is a single 0, make an assignment and the corresponding zeros, cross them. Column zeros, cross them. Fourth and fifth. Now come to column. First column, second column, third column, I have a single 0, corresponding row zeros, cross them off. So if I see when I am done with the assignments, there is no 0 which is uncovered. So I cannot proceed as my rows are not equal to assignments. I am going to check, search for the optimality. Mark a row where there is no assignment. Okay. Mark in the marked row, check for a 0 and mark that respective column. In the marked column, check for an assigned 0 and mark that respective row. So as I have only one row without any assignments, so I marked that one, and in the marked row there is only single 0, so no need of marking multiple columns. So now draw a straight line through unmarked rows and marked columns, unmarked rows and marked columns. Now when you see the uncovered area, there is no 0, and as per this matrix, k is equal to 2. So this is how you completed one particular step. Okay. Now when I proceed further, Again, I need to reconstruct the new matrix. If I see, so again I'm repeating, wherever there are two lines, add k, wherever there is no line, subtract k, wherever there is single line, the value remains unchanged. So 5 plus 2, it is 7, okay, 10, 15, 0 and 20, they all remain unchanged. 22, 0, 11, 4 and 14. 0, 10, 5, 0 and 0. Okay, 0, 8, 21, 18 and 23. The next one is 2, 0, 0, 0 and 0. So this is how we formed a new matrix. Okay, so after this again start making assignments. First row single 0, make an assignment and the corresponding column zeros cross them. Second row single 0, make an assignment and the corresponding zeros cross them. Third row there is multiple zeros. Fourth row single 0, make an assignment and the corresponding column zeros cross them. And fifth row I can't, multiple zeros. Now come column wise. First column is done, second column is done, third column single 0, make an assignment and the corresponding column zeros cross them. Fourth, so with this one iteration is done. When my row and column is done, I can see 1 0 which is uncovered, yes or no? So when this kind of scenario exists, immediately you can check row wise and column wise. Do I have any assignment? No. So I can immediately make that as an assignment. So row wise and column wise. So I think my rows are equal to assignments. So hence it is an optimal solution. So how you will write the justification? A is assigned to 4. I mean to say they are salesmen girls. If you remember, if you go back and remember, there are salesmen and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are territories. Salesman B is assigned to territory 2 and salesman C is assigned to territory 5 and salesman D is assigned to 1. So now if you see this particular E is a dummy row, okay, so I can't say E is assigned to 3. So it is a dummy, there is no information which is given in the cost matrix, so that means there is no salesman who is assigned to territory 3. You can write that way, no salesman assigned to territory 3 because E is a dummy row. Remember that this interpretation is very, very important. No salesman is assigned to territory 3. Now when I see this particular thing, A3 is A4, it is 70. B2, it is as per cost matrix, it is 71.
71.
C5, the cost matrix, it is 80, and D1, it is 65. Now total
286, ma'am.
286. Okay. So this is how we are just writing the value. Understood, girls? Is this problem clear? Okay, girls.
Yes, ma'am.
Join back after.
Yes, ma'am.
After 5 to 10 minutes. You join back after 5 to 10 minutes. I'll continue with the class again. Okay.